Hi everyone, I'm Dina with Mills Family Gardening. Welcome back to our channel, and in this video I'm going to separate some eggplant seedlings. So you can see that I have two sets of seedlings here. These are two different varieties of eggplants. One variety is larger and the other one produces smaller eggplants. This is the first time that I planted them, and I would like to try and see how they grow and how they do in our climate. We live in North Texas, Zone 8A. We have pretty hot summers, and so I think I would try out these seedlings. The best time to separate and transplant your seedlings is when they're very young. For example, you see that these seedlings have the first set of leaves, and then this is the new leaf, and this is going to be the second set of leaves. So when they have two sets of leaves, that's the good time to transplant them because their roots aren't tangled up yet and they aren't very big. So I'm going to put my spade deeper and then push them up from the bottom of the soil and shake off the soil a little bit. So this is their root system, and right now they're all in one clump, but we'll separate them later. So now I'm going to get the second sets of seedlings out. Again, I'm going to put the spade deeper and push the seedlings up from below the ground, and I'm going to shake off a little bit of the soil, but I'm going to keep most of the soil on them. And there's a little earthworm right there. So I'm going to get this earthworm and I'm going to put it right back into the soil. Now I'm going to separate all these seedlings. So I already filled up these containers that I'm reusing, and I filled them up with just regular potting soil, nothing fancy. And if you can buy potting soil, it's better for containers because it keeps your soil moist longer. And so now I'm going to water them. Before planting seeds or transplanting your plants, it's always a good idea to water the soil before you plant into it. And so I have this box that I filled up with water, and this is going to be the easiest way to separate the seedlings in the water. So I'm going to take the first set of seedlings and I'm simply going to put them in the water and kind of swish them in the water. And you can see that the one seedling already started floating on its own. And I'm going to just gently move the seedlings around to untangle the roots. And by putting them in the water, I separate them pretty quickly. That is why it's a good idea to separate your seedlings when they're really young. And I'm going to do the same thing with the second set of seedlings. I'm just going to swish them around in the water, and they got all separated. So now I'm just going to take each seedling and put it in the pot, and I'm going to make a hole pretty deep, and I'm going to put the seedling in there deeper than it was previously. And I'm going to push it with the stick into the soil and then cover it up lightly like that. And we're done with the first seedling, and I'm going to do the same with the rest of them. And now I'm just going to water them to remove all the air pockets so that the roots would be in good contact with the soil. And you can see that these containers are large enough for the seedlings to stay in them for a while until the roots get too large, and then I'll have to move them into the raised bed or into the ground. And I'm also going to keep these seedlings under these Abelia shrubs because the spot gets good afternoon shade, and that's what the seedlings need. They're going to get some morning sun that should be enough for them. And I'm going to keep the soil moist but not soggy, and that's about all for today. I had to put the baby in the carrier in the bag because he woke up in the middle of my making the video. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to you, and we would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to our channel, and have a great day. Bye-bye.